Well, I didn't really know how to start this, so I figured why not quote, the great Hank Green and say poo poo, pee pee, pee pee, poo poo. It's a little, um, sort of, how do you say, icebreaker. Um, uh, didn't really know if I wanted to do voiceover audio for this little drawing, but it's like I'm gonna do like a little drawing, record it, see how it goes. I think it came out pretty good. There goes the cat. Bye, cat. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a minute since I've just like sat down and rambled sort of like this. Like I used to a lot when I was younger. Like doing Twitch streams. But you'd like not for like it's been like I don't know, like I'm gonna say 8 years since I've done a proper Twitch stream schedule. And I really don't plan on doing it again, to be honest with you. But I guess I only mention it to say that I do have some experience talking to myself in a sort of content capacity. I I don't yeah. Stuttering, it's over when the voice stutters. You lose so many people. um it's not that there's like really much to say. I had fun with this one though. I think we'll get to it. This first hand, super simple, super easy to do. Um, not a lot of problems, not a lot of issues. I had some struggles with the second hand. Didn't really know what I was wanting to put out. It's kind of funny that I'm talking about what I was drawing when I think the original idea was just to speak, maybe do some like life updates, some thoughts, you know. Um, but yeah, yeah, I really like how this feller turned out ultimately. Because I guess I don't know why I feel nervous. It's weird. It's like, you know, you kind of sit back behind a microphone and I'm on Discord a lot. I talk to people, but there's no like front face. It's holding a conversation by yourself and like, you know, it's definitely a skill. There's definitely not like yeah, there's definitely like a skill to it. I'm like struggling here, like because I probably could talk about just anything, right? But you also kind of want to filter that. You don't want to like just you know come off as a lunatic. I mean, I'm sure people do. I don't know where I'm going with this. This is a bad look. This is not good. This is going up on my channel. I don't know if I like that. Um, but it's an exercise in like artistic practice, I guess. There's a sort of free motion, flow state of the mind. The mind to the mouth to the ears. A practice of listening on your part. If you're listening, if you're not, which like I was going to mention this like minutes ago, but like you can just mute me if you find the art fascinating and not my voice. I have no like problem with that. Not even like a tiny bit. Because I'm not gonna say anything important. I'm not gonna give you any insights you don't have. Um, I'm I'm not. I'm just gonna hippity hop with the tongue to the teeth to the roof of my mouth to the bottom of my mouth, make noises of words that connect with each other, and sometimes make sense, sometimes don't. Um, Oftentimes inconsequential either way. Um, this is where the cool stuff happens. This is the main character design is done. I'm just making sure because MS Paint is a little witch, a little nasty, and doesn't fully bucket tool when you're using just the brush, because the brush it has a little bit of the opacity where it's not fully thick. It's not that thick. Um, so you get like when you use a black over a white, there's like the gray sort of bordering it. So you gotta fully you gotta go in with the brush again to make sure that the piece looks good. And doesn't have those like weird like gray border that you see with the bucket tool. Um, yeah, but it was fun. I feel like I'm always like starting off with these sorts of pieces. Like I'm gonna make this starting super detailed, and then like I don't know, you get into a groove and then you stop caring as much, which I think works to its advantage, but also, you know, you know, you get it. I don't need to tell you what's good or bad. But sometimes you get into a groove and you're not caring as much about making everything perfect, which I think is good. But I also think it's a give and a take. I think you get more creativity when you're not trying to make something look a certain way, but you also kind of lose that polished look. And I try to, get a good compromise of those two things. But I think that like it's nearly impossible to get it perfect every time. So you just create and hope it doesn't look ass, and yeah, uh, yeah, um, but ooh, ooh ah ting tang. Witch Doctor was a childhood song of mine. Shout out to everyone who listened to Witch Doctor as a kid. Um, shit slaps, as they say. Um, very uh, very Witch Doctor esque music. If I do say so myself, and I will take authority over that song and claim it to be very Witch Doctor esque. I don't know. Maybe that's like wrong. I don't have authority. I take that back. Don't listen to me, please. I don't know the history of witch doctoring. I don't. I can't claim it. Fuck. Um. Anyway, you know. I guess I'll mention. While I was doing this, I was listening to my own playlist, which I might link in the description because I think it's a good playlist if you're into folk punk, which is like, um, you know, wholesome music for degenerates. Um, I'd recommend it. Um, and yeah, very, very fun. Very fun. Sometimes you just make stuff and you don't even know what you're making, but it turns out very stuff-like. And that's good because we need more stuff in a economy where stuff is valued. Uh, uh, Bringing more stuff into the world makes you valuable. Um, and if you're not making stuff, you're valueless. And you get to live in a tent. Yay! Um, of course, even if you make stuff, sometimes the stuff isn't what people want. Um, or someone's making stuff cheaper or more, you know, more appealing, to the audience. Um, Unwatchable content such as mine. Um, God bless America. Um, is it's not valuable, but it's stuff. So, is it valuable? Is it not valuable? I've seen worse things be claimed valuable before. I've seen better things be claimed unvaluable. So, I don't know. Subjective, maybe? You could say so. You could say so. You could definitely say so. Repeating myself is just a way to fill up time. I greatly apologize. I will do as much time as required to make up for my sins. Sins are weird. That's also a subjective one, right? Like, you know, someone's sin is another person's, um, like, orgasm, so to speak. Not like in a sexual sense, platonic. Like a pleasure. Um, you know, think murder is sinful. naughty, naughty, don't go killing people, but I'm sure there are people who enjoy it. I don't know why I'm trying to justify the subjectivity of the moral standing of murder. That seems very silly and not productive whatsoever. Um, I guess backpedaling to what I said earlier, you're not gonna get anything good out of me. Um, I like this. I like a little scribbles. I like some when scribbles turn out looking nice. You know what I mean? You know, when you do little chicken scratches, little da da da, and it comes out nice. I think that's fun. Definitely in just putting down line era right now. I think it's fun putting down just lines. You know, kind of making things that look resemble other things, that kind of blend into other things that resemble other things, into a bigger thing that is also resemblance of maybe something other thing. You know what I mean? I hope so. I hope the other thing, you know what I'm talking about. The other thing. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just, yeah. Ba pa 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 ba da ba da ba 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 ba. Yeah. I think of like an old NL video. I like am sort of thinking about that, like how Ryan was able to do like so many Isaac videos, not even streaming, but like recording, like 2, 3 a day. Insane. I I guess like there is a level of respect. I don't think it's a necessarily useful skill, but it's a skill. It's a skill for sure. I don't think that um like you need the ability to do this, to talk to no one for, looks like the video's going to go on for a little over 24 and a half minutes. There's no reason to have the skill or the ability to like just yap. And yet it is seemingly difficult to keep up the the word machine in a way that would actually create something that someone would come to um, out of their own desire for enjoyment. Um, uh, yeah, it's a strange thing, and reflecting upon it, it's strange how many people do this. Um, it's weird. I don't know what to. I don't really know how else to put it. And the fact that like, I was a youngin on Twitch, like at 12 years old. I started Twitch streaming because I thought it was so cool. All of those Minecrafters go into Twitch, and interacting with fans live, and I wanted to be part of it. Um, and it's weird. Twitch makes more sense than this. I'll be honest. I did some Let's Plays too. Thinking about it, I definitely did. Um, but it's a strange activity. Um, anyway, back to the lines. These are some nice lines. I think they're nice. I mean, I drew them, but I like lines. Nice, wiggly, nice, nice smooth lines. Nothing more satisfying than drawing a perfect line. Um, yeah, ba 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 ba. Hoop, 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 hoop. Pee, 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 pee. I, yeah. Ba 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 ba. See, this is what I'm talking about. I can make noises all day, sure. Sure. I could go yak, yak, yak. I could go hoo, hoo, hoo. I could go ha, ha, ha. I could go hee, hee, hee. La, la, la. But, like, is that directly, like, I guess, like, the purpose of this activity is, like, some sort of added entertainment to the drawing that I'm doing, which, like, this is the first time I've recorded, like, a art, like, making an art piece, and this is obviously MS Paint. It's also all done with my mouse, so it's not like peak, you know what I mean? Like, pen and paper will always be my go-to, but it's so, like, the quality of video is just going to be a lot better if I do it on my computer. And so I like MS Paint because it is just a very, like, simple, like, I can open it up and go sort of app. I very much, like, will just open MS Paint while I'm doing something else, make some doodles, close it, not even save, but it's just a good, like, sort of activity to, you know, like, work the hands and the mind while, like, maybe you're in a voice chat that you're, like, somewhat participating in, but mostly you're just, like, listening because they're having a conversation that, you know, you might not know that much about, so, or you might not be necessarily that interested in, but, like, you still want to be there because, you know, they're your friends, or to skibbity toilet, or you know, etc., etc. There's many reasons. I don't need to tell you that I'm terminally online, trying to be less. So of course, I recently moved. When I say recently, I'm about to finish up my first month in a new state. I've been out a little bit. You know, I've been getting involved a little bit with like local neighborhood politics stuff, but yeah, I guess that's it. Well, here it is, in all its glory. Yeah, huzzah, huzzah. Anyway, I don't really know how to end this as much as I knew how to start it. So I guess we'll do the same. Poo poo pee pee poo poo pee pee.